let's write down the number of lines pattern. So this is the figure number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of lines 4, 8, 12, 16. So like we said just now, we saw that for number of lines, okay, the pattern is always plus 4. Okay, so therefore I call this the common difference. Okay, can you see? The common difference in this case is plus 4, right? Okay, sometimes it can be plus 3, like later on. Okay, but in this case it's plus 4. So there is a formula for this. Okay, for common difference, there is a formula. Okay, the formula is this. So next time you just need to remember the formula. The formula is first number plus the difference times n minus 1. Okay, I use a dot here. This dot means times. Why I use a dot? Because I want to distinguish the dot from x. You know, sometimes the multiplication sign can be seen as x. So I don't want you to get confused. So I use a dot here. Okay. So now I ask myself, what is the first number in this number of lines? The first number is 4, right? So I just put in 4. What is the difference? Plus 4, right?
Yeah.
And now you must be thinking, then what is this n? This n is the figure number. So they want figure number 5, right? For part A.
Yeah.
So I just put 5 in. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just use a calculator. 4 plus 4. Maybe you don't need to use a calculator. This one is simple one. 5 minus 1 is 4, right? So 4 plus 4 times 4. So it's 4 times 4 is 16, right?
Yeah.
16 plus 4 is 20. So that's how you get 20 for A. Okay? Then how do you do the next one? Figure number 112. So the reverse. So now you have the first number 4. The difference is 4. And they ask you what's the figure number, and that will give you 112, right? That's for P. Okay? So how do you get the n? Okay? So how do you do algebra? This is part A, this is part B. How do you do algebra for this?
You put unknown numbers.
Pardon?
The unknown numbers.
You mean you try to trial and error? How do you solve this? Algebra. Have you learned?
Yeah.
Yeah, how?
There's like fractions.
Nope. So first you have to open the brackets. Okay? You have to open the brackets. Can you see the first arrow and the second arrow?
Yeah.
So you have 4 plus, copy down. The first bracket will give you 4n. The second bracket will give you, the second arrow, I'm sorry. The second arrow will give you,
Minus 1.
huh? Minus?
The 1.
No, second arrow means 4 times minus 1, right? So it will give you, okay, first arrow is, can you see first arrow is 4 times n?
Yeah.
So it's 4n, right?
Yeah.
So the second arrow is 4 times negative 1, right? So it's 4 times negative 1.
4 times. That's 3.
4 times negative 1. If you cannot do mental, can you use a calculator?
Negative 4.
Yes. So that's why I write minus 1. And then you have 112. How do you solve? How do you continue to solve this? Have you learned you should underline similar terms? 4 and minus 4, they are similar.
Yeah.
4n is not the same, because 4 and minus 4, they are numbers, right? 4n is not numbers. So that's why can you see I use straight line for numbers and I use wavy line for non-numbers, so that I know which one are similar. Okay? So yes.
If I want to know the next one, I
Which next one?
I put the numbers to the answer.
So
So like 4 plus 4n equals to 112 plus 4.
Yep, but I'm not okay. You can do it that way, but I'm not showing you that way.
Oh.
So why I can do it easier? Actually, I can do it easier. 4 and minus 4. Do you know that they cancel each other out?
Oh.
4 minus 4 is 0, right?
Yeah.
Am I right or not?
Yeah.
So I cancel it out. So what I'm left with now? I'm left with. Let this small box go away first.
4n.
4n equals to 112, right?
That means
So how do you get
1n.
n? Yep, 1n is how much, right? So you divide by 4 on the left, then you divide by 4 on the right. So you will get
What?
28.
28.
Yep. So that's how you get 28 for the part B. Now, you're going to use this to solve part C. They ask the figure has 51 rectangle. Very good observation by you. The number of rectangle and the figure number is the same. So basically, for 51 rectangle, basically they ask for figure 51. Okay? You were right to notice that. So for figure 51, 1, 2, 3, until 51, then you note down the number of ovals because they want ovals now. So number of oval is start with 4, right? 7, 10, right?
Yeah.
And you notice the pattern is always plus 3, right?
Yes.
So plus 3 throughout means common difference, right?
Yeah.
Common means the same, huh? So common difference, we can use the formula. What's the formula? Just talk about it. Can you recall? Okay,
I do remember.
you can recall? Like?
This is like the last time it was like 4 minus 1.
No, I'm talking about the formula. Formula. I just taught you just now. It's okay. So that's why the more you need to memorize the formula. It's okay. It's your first lesson, so you need to memorize the formula.
First number.
So first number, can you read it out? First number and then
First number plus difference.
yes, times.
N minus 1.
Correct. And then I'm going to do it now. So what's the first number in this case?
4.
Yep. What's the difference?
Difference is 3.
Plus 3, right? Plus 3, plus 3, not 3, plus 3,
Plus.
okay? Because sometimes it can be minus 3. Sometimes it can be minus 1, okay? So then they want figure number 51, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 51. And put it in.
Minus 1.
So it's 4 plus 3 times 50, right? So 4 plus 150, so the answer is 154. Simple? Yeah. So can you see that I use the formula to solve ABC? Okay? Without any hassle.
Yeah.
Right? And I can explain it very well. Why? I use the formula. And by the way, I need to caution you. This formula can only work for common difference.
Some of them are like plus 1, plus 2.
Correct. That one, do you think you can use this formula?
No.
Cannot. So that's the reason why I want to emphasize to you one more time, this formula only work for common difference number pattern.